Hi everyone, it's Christine. Welcome back to Vlogmas. This last weekend we hosted a pretty big party at our house and we went all out with this kind of epic charcuterie and cheese spread. I posted a little bit about it on my Instagram and I got so many comments and questions about it that we decided to recreate a smaller version and show you how you can build a charcuterie and cheese spread. These are perfect for hosting during the holidays, whether it's on Christmas, whether even for New Year's, a New Year's party, or really any time of the year. Like, you can never go wrong with meat and cheeses, right? So before we get into it, I wanna start by saying there's no wrong way to charcuterie. Really, it's kind of one of those anything goes within the cheese, meats, and spreads food group. I think that's kind of why I like it so much. It's like an artistic expression. Every time I make one, it looks a little bit different. We also always try to include things that we maybe don't even love ourselves, but we know that our guests are gonna love it. So when it comes to stuff like a blue cheese or a goat cheese, I'm not a fan of that, but I know that our friends are. Similar to olives, my husband cannot stand olives, and yet they're my favorite. Probably one of my favorite foods on the planet. I could do anything olives. And so a little bit of give and take when we set it up. So we just wanted to share with you how you can build a charcuterie and cheese spread this holiday season. So to start, I've gathered up a few different marble cutting boards that I have. They don't have to be marble or even wood for that matter. Just use what you have on hand. You could even put down butcher paper right on your table if you're okay with that. Just be careful. Sometimes when people will cut in the cheese, it may cut through and leave an impression in your table. But we've done that before too when we didn't want to pull out the cutting boards. We just put down the butcher paper. And then here we've rounded up a bunch of our different bowls. These are for all the different spreads and jellies and a couple of the pickled items that we have. We aren't huge into the matchy-matchy, especially when it comes to something like this. I find that these kind of spreads are really, I love like the gathered feeling in them. So to me, it's fine to have mismatched items. If you're looking for a more uniform look, then you probably would want to stick with maybe all like white ramekins, but otherwise just grab what you have on hand and let's get building.
So to start, I always lay out all my ingredients that I'm going to use first so that I know exactly what I have. First, you want to start with your cheeses. You want to make sure you have a really good range from soft cheese to hard cheeses. You want some ripened, some aged, blue and goat. It's good to have a good variety of everything. I also like, for presentation purposes, to break them apart and kind of stack them. It makes it a bit more inviting for people to want to dig into the cheese. Next, you're going to add in your meats. And similarly to the cheese, you're going to want to have a good variety. You're going to have ones that are already pre-cut and sliced, as well as ones that are not sliced. I like to have a mixture of things like prosciutto, various salamis, as well as different kinds of cold cuts. Next, you're going to want to add in your various pickled items like olives and pickles. We also added some artichoke hearts, some roasted red peppers. I really love also adding in various tapenades and antipastos. I love just looking around in the deli section and seeing what they have to offer in the grocery stores. You're going to also want to include various jellies. You can also find those in the grocery store, from caramelized onion to red pepper jelly. Those are so good on top of both the soft and the harder cheeses. We always love to add in some dried fruit and fresh fruit as well. So for dried fruit, you've got things like dried mango, apricots. We often add in dates, raisins, and cranberries. For fresh fruit, we always put in both red and green grapes, and if we can find fresh figs at the store, we always add those in too. We also love to add in various nuts. If you've got people with nut allergies, you might not want to do that, but we usually add in some pistachios and then some kind of candied nut mixture. And then to finish it all off, I love adding in all the different crackers all around and in between the cracks. As you saw at the beginning, I had 4 different cutting boards there, but once you add in all the crackers into the various holes, it looks like one giant spread.
And there you have it, friends. That took me less than 10 minutes to set up this amazing charcuterie and cheese spread. Like I said at the beginning, there is no right or wrong way to charcuterie. Just grab the things you love, experiment a little bit with different flavors, different cheeses, new meats. You might discover something that you love. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Why don't you comment down below which is your favorite cheese to include in your cheese boards? And make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification to be notified of our next video. Thanks so much. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.